Hello and welcome to another episode of Survive the Wild with me, Dan. I'm in Scotland for the weekend. The sun is shining. Somebody's made a fire pit for me. Let's get on with it. First thing I want to do is I want to set my tarp up over, so like partly over Landy and over me. So gives me somewhere dry to work, as it looks like it's going to rain again. It's not forecast any, but you know, we're in the Highlands. Well, we're not in the Highlands, we're in the southern lowlands, but they're high up in the forest of Galloway. One great thing about these pine forests or plantations is there's a very ready supply of dry wood. Yeah, I definitely need a cup of tea. I am gasping. I'm going to use the bush stove for now. I'll make a proper fire later. This fire pit here, probably just should have pulled forward a bit, but right, I'll use the other side of the fire pit. Just not too keen on this wind that's blowing through. There we go. Now we've got a boil. Welcome to my kitchen. Oh, I'm ready for this cup of tea. This is kind of luxurious camping. For me anyway, it is. Put that on that rock, so I'll burn it later, because I'm going to have a proper fire. Well, it is getting pretty cold. I'm going to move this all back. Probably shovel out all this stuff. There's loads of charcoal briquettes that are partially burnt in there. Let's chuck them over to the side. In fact, I'll probably do that now. Because I actually have a shovel with me. There's absolutely loads of them. I'll chuck them over this way. I've already nearly chewed up through one battery. Because of the weather, like I say, it's cold. Probably about there, I think. I've said in the past, batteries don't like cold weather. There we are, it's not too bad. Right, I need some firewood. Time's ticking on. There is a nice dead standing tree here. That's leaning that way. In fact, I'll fell it that way because it won't get caught up on anything. He says. Put a bed down, make a raft. I'm going to make a load of kindling. Well, the sun's definitely set, so you're not sure what time it is. It is just after 4. Today it's just flown. I feel like I've hardly done anything. So I'm going to probably think about getting this fire going before it gets too dark. Yeah, I can't believe how fast today's gone. I mean, I woke up fairly late actually because I had a long day yesterday. I got up pretty early, drove up here. The weather was a bit rough compared to what they said it was going to be on the weather forecast. And yeah, I was looking around because I'm doing prospecting as well while I'm up here. So I was wanting to check out a few rivers, and I did find a nice little spot actually. It was about, probably as the crow flies, it's maybe 7 or 8 miles in that direction, up a very, very long forest track. And one of the Forestry Commission wardens was out doing his rounds, and I was chatting with him for a while. So I'm a bit bunged up. I've had sinusitis for ages, trying to clear it. And yeah, we had a bit of a chat. and because I was looking at a river. I was actually just a bit away from the landing, and I happened to see him come round, and he took a photo of it. And turns out it was just, he asked me, "Is this your vehicle?" I went, "Yeah." And I asked him, I said, "Am I okay to be here?" I didn't see any signs to say that there were any restrictions. He went, "No, you're fine." You know, he says he's just doing his patrols, making sure nothing untowards was going on to do with the trees. I suppose, I don't know, maybe you get illegal logging going on, people collecting wood, I don't know, something. But yeah, it was fine, and I nearly stayed there, but it came over really overcast, and it started raining, and I got back in the landing for a bit because I hadn't got anything set up at all. And then it started snowing a bit, and then it came down, started coming down really heavy. And because I got the sat nav out and actually looked at the elevation, and I was about 1,500 feet above sea level, which isn't terribly that high. But given that I want to move around a bit, my plans have changed, but given that I did want to move around a bit, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'll not stay here, because it was kind of looking like it might set in. And so I thought, I'll move off. If I can't find another spot, then I'll come here. So I drove round and it absolutely chucked it down. I mean, it chucked it down. Whether it was snow higher up, I mean, I'm not quite as high up as I was where I'm talking about, but yeah, I might have. I didn't want to get necessarily snowed in, because yes, I've got the Landy and it's pretty good, but some of the forest tracks slid off to one side a bit on the camber, and there's quite a drop off, and yeah, it was one of those, I didn't want to have to risk it. So I moved off to somewhere where I know it's okay, and the actual road that anyone can drive down, that's open to the public as such, or open to easier vehicles, is technically closed. But I found a different way in, going down the forestry tracks. It took some navigating. I came across what I thought was a bridge, well, it looked like a bridge on the map. I got there, it was a river crossing, got out, checked it out. Way too deep for the Landy, and it was dark, so I wasn't going to risk it. So yeah, interesting journey. I did find a bridge that was just a little bit further down. So I managed to cross there and then come back up to here. It was kind of a long way around to be honest, but oh well. There we go. Well, the fire's certainly blazing away. I want to try and set this up so I can cook on it. That should do. That's it, it's a bit better. Smoky! Smoky! Oh. I'll put that one there for a second. Alright, let's try and get a burger on the bun. There we go. I'm going to keep that one up there just so it stays warm, really. Bit of cheese. Certainly can't ever go wrong with a bit of cheese. Let's move the burger so it's flat. Put the cheese on top. Try and melt it in a bit. Oh, alright, time to eat. Chuck a bit of wood on. It ain't much. Not bad, but the buns are cold. So let's crack open a tin. This is new from Speckled Hen. It's a English Pale Ale. It's like lager. It is, that's basically lager, that. It's not ale. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed with that. Oh well. Oh guys, it is getting pretty cold. My fire is nearly died down. I've just rearranged it a little bit so it's burning off the last of the wood. I filled this large billy can with water because they're supposed to filter in a ton of water, and we're just going to boil it from the brook there. It runs pretty clear anyway, but I'd want to boil it just to make sure it kills off any bacteria that's living in there. So I might just have to quickly collect some sticks just to chuck on, just to fire it up a little bit so I can bring it to a good rolling boil. Well, that's going to be it for tonight, folks. It's getting pretty cold. I think it's already sort of like hovering around freezing. And even started by this fire, throwing wood on. Yes, the front half of me is cold, but my back is sorry, the front half of me is warm, but the back of me is pretty cold. So I'm going to tuck up in my sleeping bag, I think. And yeah, so catch you in the morning, guys. Good morning, guys. The sun has just come up. It is freezing. Yeah, that's all frost. Oh, it was one cold night last night. So cold, in fact, if you look on, that's ice on the inside of the Land Rover. Oh. 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 Oh, yep, it was a cold one. Oh, apparently got down to about -5 last night around here. Oh. Let's try and get a fire going. Make a nice hot drink. And do some bacon or something, if it hasn't frozen. Oh, I'm going to stand in the sun. Oh, that's nice. Might be a bit bright for you guys, but oh yeah, that is nice. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Getting a fire going this morning. Even if it is freezing cold. Tiny drop of water. I'm gonna rustle me up some eggs. I'm not quite sure how many I can do in how many I can poach in a small billy can like this. Yes, we'll find out. Or at least 3. Well, we fit. Probably fit 4 in there, to be honest, but 3 will be enough. Oh, there we have it. Oh, try and get my feet comfortable. I'm sort of leaning. Oh yeah. Tell you what, you certainly appreciate a cup of tea on a freezing cold morning when you have to work for it. Time for breakfast. Get it while it's still warm. So, as you can see, I've packed up. I had to put the tarp away wet, which I never like doing, but needs must. It's already about 10 past 12, so I'm going to get a move on. I'm going to check out a couple of little rivers, because the other reason why I've come up here is because I'm prospecting for gold. See that on my other channel. I might come back up here later on. We'll see what happens. I know I can be a little unpredictable when it comes to these type of things, because I get something in my head and I go for it. So, right, catch you in a bit, guys. It's still cold. I know, what happened? I'm not out in the wilderness. The camera died. Yes, unfortunately. While I was up there that day, well, even that evening, the moisture had condensed on everything. You saw the ice on the inside of the Land Rover. Yeah, so it didn't get any better. It was, to say it was quite cold, it was also very humid. You saw the freezing fog and that came in. Managed to fix the camera for now. Filming on it at the moment. Though this is the second attempt, because it actually just stopped recording a few seconds after I tried to do the first take of this. Hopefully I can get through this without it dying again. Yeah, unfortunately that's what happened. It's a shame. I got loads planned. It is what it is, unfortunately. I stayed up there till Tuesday and I was trying to do a few things for me, try and make the most of it. But even then, there was fog. There was so much fog, and I got fed up of it. I went, you know what, I'm gonna call it quits and go home. So I got home till like later on when was it, Wednesday. Been a bit busy, so this is why this video is probably a bit later than where it should have been, or where it could have been. But if everything had gone to plan, this is probably when it would be coming out anyway. I'm planning on getting out again soon. Probably not with this camera. I'll have to take that big lump of a Canon with me till I get a new camera. This one's kind of dying anyway. It's alright as a photographic camera, but in terms of filming, this DSLR
is getting to the end of its life. I don't think I can get the original batteries for it anymore. And the batteries that I do have, the 2 batteries that I have, they just don't hold charge anymore, because I've hammered this camera. I've done well over 100 videos on it. That's hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage that this camera is done, because, you know, I might film bits, and then not everything I film gets put into a video. It's probably around about half that I actually film makes it into a video, because over the years I've got a bit better at editing, and I take a lot out. I still waffle like I'm doing now, but I edit a lot of that out, just so I don't get people going, "Oh, you're just waffling." It's what I do, but I've cut down on it. So I hope you've enjoyed what you did see. Like I say, I'll be out soon again. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.